Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert, here on January 31st, 2021. And I'm up at the neighbor's place and getting some work done here because we got a little break in the weather, and we got at least 2 more days before the storm comes through, but the skies are looking like the storm is coming through now. I hope that wind isn't drowning me out too badly. It actually just started just now as I started recording. It was calm up until then. Anyway, let me step over here where I can block the wind. There we go. So what I did was today was we got everything all filled in the inside and had to bring that up about a foot, and then filled in all of the cavities with pea stone and rock, except for about an inch from the top because I wanted to lock it in and lock the whole pedestal wall together with the slab that's going on here. And the slab will go an inch, as you can see the boards there. That'll level everything out because, like I said, this wall was not straight. Whoever originally started it had it going like an ocean. It had waves everywhere. And the fastest way to level this whole thing out was to set these forms around the edge like I did. And you can see I brought them up an inch higher than the block on the corners where the corners are leveled. And I leveled these 2x4 so they're perfectly level. Now when I pour my concrete in here, we're going to use this screed board right here to screed it off all the way across so that this whole slab will be level, but it'll be all interlocked. And that's what we call desert rebar. Use any metal you can find, but interlock it together. It just happened to be a bunch of this stuff laying around, and I was told by the kid in charge here that it was okay. He got permission from the owner to use whatever he needed. So we're using some of this rusty shelving. We'll make some good rebar in the middle of this concrete slab and help hold it together. So that's where we're at, and it's time to pour concrete, but the best part of the day has gone by already. Don't have time to go pick up concrete, get back here. I brought my cement mixer up. This is my Harbor Freight cement mixer. I bought this thing like, I don't know, somewhere around 94 or 95, somewhere back in there. 1994, 95, imagine that. So it's been around for a long time, and it works just fine. And at one time, this bearing had seized up on me. So what I did was I drilled the bearing plate, and on somewhere around on it there, I've got a bolt in there where I could take a screw. I can take the screw out, and I put gear oil in there to keep that bearing working good. So this thing still works good. I could do 2 60-pound bags at a time in it, which is 4 square feet at a shot at 4 inches thick, but we'll get her done. We'll get it all poured. We're going to move this back up against the trailer because I'll have the trailer loaded with the bags of concrete, and I'm using the pre-mixed concrete from Home Depot. It's under $4 a bag, but it's the fastest way to go. And you just add 1 gallon of water per bag, and that's it. I add a gallon and a cup, and it makes it a little bit sloppier so that I can keep a wet edge as I'm mixing and pouring. But the kid will be here helping me. He'll be standing on the trailer. We'll have this thing right up against the back of the trailer. We'll mix, dump it into the wheelbarrow. Then I'll have a ramp on the backside there that I can run the wheelbarrow up and dump it at the top of the ramp, and then start working it. So after I get about the first 3 or 4 wheelbarrows full on top of here and start working it out, then I'll leave everything to him. He'll be mixing, filling, and putting in there. And if it's not going fast enough, I got my rapid rod mixer and a couple of 5-gallon pails. So while he's mixing 2 sacks at a time in the mixer, I can mix in a minute's time. I can mix a 60-pound bag in one, 60-pound bag in the other, and I'll mix 2 at the same time. So we'll get 8 square feet instead of 4 square feet every couple of minutes, and that should work out better for us. Anyway, just wanted to show you where we stand. And for the owner of the property, since he's out of country and stuck there because of COVID, not because he has COVID, but because travel restrictions. Anyway, I wanted to show him around his area and show him some of the things that have been popping up around here and some of the stuff that we don't really like. Down there, let me zoom that. All of those white things are all marijuana grow houses. Yeah, that's just one of the growers that moved in. There's another one back over there. Then these guys right over here with the pink house over there, they got grow lights running all night long, and these hoops over here were their grow area last year, but because these new people just moved in these trailers, they had to move their grow because it's right up against the backside of one of the trailers, and I guess the new neighbors didn't like that. So yeah, there's loads and loads and loads of them like that all over this desert, and you can't see them all from here, but as you go down the road, just on the other side of this ridge, right there, there's two more big grow houses just over the ridge, not far away. So anyway, that's all. Other than that, you can see the snow in the mountains way back there, and the weather's been on and off with the cold. It's pretty decent today. Actually worked up a sweat doing all of this, but it's ready for the concrete slab, and then we're gonna bring a ditch witch up and trench from the house up to the shed here, put the electricity in for the pump while we're waiting for concrete to dry, and then get everything else ready so that all there is to do is bring the tank in and fill it, and in the meantime do all of the plumbing. So it'll be up and running in no time at all. I'm gonna dedicate my time every time the weather is good. I dedicate my time to getting this job done. So that's all there is to it for today, everybody. Thanks for joining me. G Bear signing off.